Welcome all. Today's topic is beware of haunting roads and places when you're traveling. So as you can see that I'm driving. So while driving I thought of picking up this topic which is concerning traveling and which is concerning driving, especially on the different highways and different roads, about which maybe you have heard about stories that this place is haunted or this particular road is haunted, so or some negative energy is there, so you should be careful and you should not be stopping there. So you must have heard a lot of stories from many people, maybe from that area or your friends or someone. So today I'm going to talk about this, that many of the youngsters especially and people who do not believe in supernaturals and negative energies and negative entities, they tend to start joking about these factors. They tend to make fun or maybe even challenge this kind of a thought process that nothing like this can ever exist, that how it can have a haunting road or how something can be supernatural on a road while driving. And even if we are driving, what difference it makes to us, even if that place is haunted or that particular road or highway or a specific place on that area or that highway road is haunted. So no, it does make a difference, and it definitely makes a lot of difference when it comes to you driving on such areas. First of all, I always say, whenever I've written all the books that I write almost every year, I always mention if God exists, demon also exists. And this quote of mine is not just for the sake of writing, but I strongly believe with the practicalities and the experiences that I have engaged in my personal life as well, and also among all the clients who approach us for the black magic remedies or the supernatural paranormal activities taking place in different parts of the world. So let me be very clear and saying this clearly, that it is nothing to do with adding superstition to this conversation, or not even a conversation, the narration that I have, but it's all about letting us or letting you people know about it, that there are stories which are true when it comes to haunting roads. I'm not saying all the stories are true. Some of them can be just for the fun element and scaring each other, especially among the friends. But it does not mean that there is nothing called as haunting roads. If you travel on the highways, and especially towards the hilly areas and the mountain areas, or even some of the deserted places, if you're going for some kind of an adventure, it's quite a possibility that if the story is signifying that some kind of a negative energy or entity is there, so you should not stop your car. Sometimes you can even feel that there is something heavy inside your car suddenly if you're driving in the night time especially. Okay, I have experienced such incidences in which I have felt that there's something behind my car which is there. I cannot see anything sometimes, but there's a very creepy feeling behind it. Okay, so it's not necessary that only when there's a story about a haunting road or a highway, only then that place is haunted. No, sometimes it's just unknown. Sometimes you're not even aware of it, but you do feel something is wrong while you're driving. Maybe at the back seat of your car, or maybe if you're driving alone, in the next seat of your car. It can be anything. Okay, so what's the best thing? First of all, the first thing you need to do is, first of all, acknowledge the fact that these things exist. Now, I'm not trying to say that you should create a fear factor regarding this. No, don't be fearful, because if you'll be completely fearful, you will not be able to do anything for yourself and you will go into a panic mode. So you're not supposed to panic. I understand, easier said than done, but then that's the way it has to be. You have to be strong enough. And if you have anything in your audios or your USBs or any of the pen drives which is anything to do with the religious or a spiritual mantra, especially if you have the Hanuman Chalisas, for the Hindus I'm talking about, or any of the religion that you're following, anything that is spiritual regarding the God, the mantras, anything which talks about the positiveness, start playing that first of all in your car. If your mind actually gives you that signal, and if your senses and you're smart enough and spontaneous to do this, start playing that mantra first of all. Okay, and never disrespect the fact that something like this is existing. And if you see something or if you feel something in the car, start remembering the God and the goddess. And if you have some kind of a protection that you're wearing of an evil eye or anything, trust on that, have faith on that. Okay, and because see, this is a very tricky situation. I cannot tell you on YouTube that what you need to do if you find something like this inside your car, or even a feeling. But the only thing I'm trying to convey in this video is that if you see something in front of the car, or if you feel there is some sort of an accident that's supposed to happen, some strange things are happening, some paranormal things are happening, the least what you can do is pay respect to that particular road. Or if there are some temples made in the middle of the road where it's actually written also it's a high accident prone area, so it simply means that there is some sort of a negative thing that's happening and that's creating accidents. Even if it's a human fault, that people are coming from all the ways in the four sections of the road, there has to be something that is, some energy which is negative, that is causing that accident. You understanding what I'm saying? That there is something negative that is causing that accident. So stop by. If you see that temple, just pay your regards, just bow down a little bit and then move forward. It makes a huge difference. I'm not saying that if there is something supernatural which is about to possess you, that will stop, but it will help you a lot. Unnecessarily, sometimes when you challenge these entities or you challenge these negative energies that you do not exist, we are challenging, we'll see, we'll check, then definitely they also try to show you their identifications. Then they do give their identities and their presence, so that you can feel it strongly. Okay, so don't play around, and be very aware of the fact that if you've heard about some story, even if for that matter, if you think it's some kind of a nonsense which is happening, there is no harm in protecting yourself and believing by something which is of a different dimension, paying regards and moving forward. Why do unnecessarily go against the guidelines maybe which the locals have given you about that particular region? Never challenge, maybe it is wrong. I always say, even if it's wrong for that matter, at least you do your bit and move forward. Paying respect to these energies are very, very important. Okay, so this is what I mean. So that's about it in this video that I want to convey. And actually, if you've actually gone through something like this in the haunting roads by yourself, and if you're facing any this kind of a problem, that you were driving something and if you feel something has come along with you or some sort of a negative energy has come along with you, you get your case studies done, which is a paid service, of course, and in that it will be diagnosed whether something has come along with you in form of a negative energy or not. And then moving forward, things will be told to you how it can be cured and how much it can be cured and what the scenario is. Okay, so that's about it. I'll see you next week with another topic. Till then, goodbye.